On a quiet dawn across a wide African grassland, a lioness named Nala rested beneath a thorn tree with her 3 newborn cubs pressed close to her side. The air carried the scent of dust and wildflowers, and everything felt ordinary, almost peaceful. Her world revolved around feeding, grooming, and guarding her tiny family from danger. Not far away, a team of wildlife rangers began their morning patrol along a winding river. What started as a routine check quickly turned into a heartbreaking discovery when they heard faint cries echoing through the brush. Following the sound, they found a tiny gorilla infant clinging to the lifeless body of his mother. Poachers had attacked during the night, leaving devastation behind. The baby, later named Keto, was barely 2 months old and far too fragile to survive without constant warmth and milk. The rangers rushed him to their small field station, unsure how to keep him alive. The nearest sanctuary was days away, and the infant was weak, trembling, and grieving. They wrapped him in blankets and tried to comfort him, but nothing replaced the touch of a mother. As evening fell, something unexpected happened. Nala, drawn by unfamiliar scents and sounds, approached the station cautiously. The rangers froze, fearing the worst. Lions were powerful predators, and the tiny gorilla seemed defenseless. Yet when Nala came closer, her expression softened. Instead of aggression, she showed curiosity and calm. With surprising gentleness, she picked up Keto by the scruff of his neck just as she carried her own cubs and began walking toward her den. The rangers followed from a distance, unsure whether to intervene. What they witnessed stunned them. Nala laid the tiny gorilla beside her cubs and began grooming him with slow, careful licks. Her cubs sniffed their new companion, then curled around him as if he had always been part of their family. Soon after, Nala allowed the infant to nurse, providing him with the nourishment he desperately needed. The scene felt almost unreal, challenging everything the observers thought they understood about predator and prey. Cameras captured moments of tenderness that would later amaze wildlife experts around the world. Days turned into weeks, and Keto grew stronger under Nala's care. He learned to move with the cubs, tumbling through the grass in clumsy play. Sometimes he attempted small roars that sounded more like squeaks mixed with gorilla grunts, making the rangers laugh quietly from afar. Nala treated him no differently than her biological offspring, guiding him, protecting him, and carrying him across the plains when he grew tired. The cubs accepted him fully, sharing food scraps and sleeping in a tight bundle each night. Scientists and photographers arrived to study the extraordinary bond forming before their eyes. Some struggled to explain how maternal instincts could overcome natural hunting behavior, but the undeniable evidence was right in front of them. As the months passed, questions began to surface. What would happen as Keto matured? Would he remain safe among lions? Would the pride accept him long-term? The rangers debated possible interventions while continuing to monitor the family closely. Before any decisions could be made, danger returned to the area. The same group of poachers responsible for the infant's tragedy had reappeared, setting traps and moving closer to the pride's territory under cover of darkness. The rangers tracked their movements carefully, knowing another attack could occur at any moment. One tense night, the poachers crept dangerously close to Nala's den. The grass rustled as they approached, but before they could get any closer, Nala emerged with fierce determination. Her roar shattered the silence, and within seconds other members of the lion pride appeared from the shadows. To everyone's surprise, the pride had accepted Keto as one of their own. The lions stood united, forming a protective wall between the intruders and the den. The thunderous chorus of roars echoed across the savannah, sending a clear message that this family would not be harmed. The poachers panicked and fled, only to run straight into the waiting rangers and local authorities who captured them that very night. For Keto, justice finally arrived. After the danger passed, life returned to a quieter rhythm. Keto continued to grow, climbing over Nala's back and exploring the world with curious eyes. The bond between him and the lion family deepened, offering a powerful reminder that care and protection can appear in the most unexpected forms. Eventually, Wildlife specialists decided it was best for him to transition to a protected gorilla sanctuary where he could develop natural behaviors among his own species. The separation was handled gradually, ensuring he felt safe and supported. Even after moving to the sanctuary, Quito's connection with Nala remained strong. Occasional supervised visits allowed them to reconnect, demonstrating that the early bond they formed would never completely fade. Today, Quito thrives among other gorillas while the lion Pride continues to roam the grasslands under careful protection. The story of Nala and the orphan gorilla has inspired countless people, showing that compassion and maternal instinct can cross boundaries we once believed impossible. It reminds us that families are not always defined by biology but by care, courage, and the willingness to protect someone in need. If this story touched your heart and reminded you that kindness can appear even in the wildest places, consider sharing it with someone who could use a little hope today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible true-inspired stories that celebrate resilience, connection, and the extraordinary beauty found in the natural world.